Nithyananda Gurukul under the guidance of the rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda, with a combination of ancient Vedic knowledge of life and the global standards of the most modern student-based education. The Bliss curriculum includes quantum memory, multiple intelligence, mind-body learning and the whole brain learning. This will lead your children to blossom into high achievers and to be the most successful leaders of tomorrow.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, welcome back to N Parenting. This is 16th N Parenting that we are conducting today. Last parenting, we spoke about the special children. How we can raise the special children in a most beautiful way, bringing them lots of understanding how they need to demonstrate in their life. Here today we are going to talk about the confidence in children. How to build the confidence, how to make them a successful leader, how we can help them and create the context in them so that they become the leader of tomorrow. So now let's see what are the things we need to do in part of building their confidence. Before I start, I just want to give you an introduction to the N Parenting. N Parenting is about the enlightenment way of raising a child. It's a very beautiful space. However good school you send the children, however beautiful atmosphere you create, the parents hold the space for the children. Not only the child is in the beautiful space, the parents are also connected. Even though the umbilical cord is cut when they are born, the child is held in a beautiful space for them to expand. So it's very important to for the parents to understand each and every areas of the child, how they need to groom so that they become beautiful. When they grow up, they are able to be a leader of tomorrow. When the child is born, they are born in high conscious space with all the clarity and possibility given to them in front of them. Then slowly they start picking up what is right for them and start living that life. And every child and every parent is absolutely perfectly fine. There's no such thing as wrong parenting or wrong childhood. Everything happens in a beautiful way. And parents understand this science, they will be able to create a beautiful atmosphere and beautiful setup for the parent, for the child to grow in a beautiful way. Today we are going to understand how we can build the confidence in the children. Building confidence, one of the very, very important, any school we go. So we see how confident is my child. Can she talk on the mic, on the stage? Can she perform on the stage? Can she be an orator? Can she be performing things on her own? No, can stand up for who she is or what she wants to be. This is what a parent always wanted to know, and the society looks for a leader, a manager, a topper, different kinds of things that we refer to. A person who is able to guide the others with a strong clarity, holding the space and making all of them unite to one cognition. So one understanding. That is a leader's work. So to make a leader, we need to practice this space, and we need to create that space for the children. Today let's understand about the building the confidence. The first thing that we need to understand about the confidence is facing ourselves, the views that we have, the opinion, the ideas that we carry in the life matters a lot. For example, how you understand yourself and how you understand others, how you hold your space inside you, how you hold your space outside you, really come into picture in confidence. Suppose I am very clear, I am a leader. So I hold that inside me and I project that outside, that I want to take up anything comes. I never feel lazy. I'm always enthu. I'm always passionate. So those are the things which will come out in the outer world. That's how I'll be acting. And then what will others see? Others will see me as, she's an enthu person. I love to be with her. Or else they will say, if I hold a space, I am bored. I don't like this. I am not interested. This is not very impressive. If I hold that space inside me, then what I would be projecting outside, I'll be irritated. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I came here for. No, I didn't expect this to be like this. All kinds of things, opinion, ideas, views, everything starts coming out. So what would others see us as? Oh, she's always, having problems with everything. She complains a lot. She fights with everybody. So these are the words come out to you. So very important, the first thing is how you hold yourself really, really matters. You hold yourself inside and outside beautiful, very clearly. What you want to be inside, what you want to be outside. I want to be a basketball player inside. I want to be a basketball player outside. So let me align everything in my life, everything to that concept. How I can be a best basketball player? I need to be having attention, very, very good body, and I need to do lots of practice to get the goal happening so that I learn the skill. Skill can be learnt. So for me to focus on that, then I need to study properly, then I need to work properly, do my homework and all that, so that I have more time to spend for my basketball. So I have to align everything in my life to become the great basketball player. Similarly, any ideas that I carry, I have to align my life and I have to be very clear. If suppose there's a birthday party and I have a game to play and practice to play, if I skip the birthday party and go for the practice, I'm going to be more towards what I want to align to. I'm more authentic to what I want to. Instead, I'm going to a birthday party. I'm going to feel guilty after that I did not practice. And then I'm going to feel more and more disconnected to what I want to be. This is a very small situation of the child. The whole child every day builds like this. Every rock that it adds in building the structure of confidence matters a lot. Whether it is a complete block or an incomplete block, a broken tile, which one you're going to creep, each brick that you place to build the whole confidence like a castle you're going to build, it is very important we choose the right bricks. If you don't choose the right brick, there is some incompletion in the brick, what will happen? Once you build, it just falls off after 2 days. The wind blows, it will fall off, or just one hit and everything falls down. Similarly, we need to understand our life, who we want to be, and what I want to project very clearly. So the first facing ourselves, the child sits down and asks the child like who you want to be. You want to be a happy person or you want to be a sad, angry person. If you want to be happy inside, then what do you project outside? You're going to project outside the outside world to be the same space. So what you are holding inside, if suppose somebody comes and shouts at us, what do? We get incomplete, we get angry, we get frustrated and then shout at them back, hit them, get more incomplete. Or be little more intelligent, hold on to the space I want to be. I am directing this. I am going to be very clear. I am not going to get incomplete with the whole thing. I am going to be very complete about this. So you start understanding the whole thing. The context is set in you. The context that is given to your own inner space is I want to be blissful and happy. Whatever happens, I am going to be this. So once you hold the inner space so strong, the outer that you project will be very powerful. It will not be somebody comes and shouts. Still, you will be out of very powerful space. You will be facing life. So once the outer is set, the people who receive you as you, who you are, will start understanding that you are a great leader. That is a very, very basic thing. Now let's see how we are going to get this happening and what are the flaws, what are the wrong understanding which doesn't let us to build the castle like this. First we saw that how we face ourselves as inside, how we face ourselves as outside, how others perceive us and how we project to others, how they hold. How you hold your inner space is how others hold you also. It's very important. You can just say a simple test. No, you are very happy with the group and you feel everybody is just like me. I'm so happy to go and play in the tennis group because everybody has the same view as me. I'm so happy. When you say that, how do you say that? Because the inner space, outer space matches. And you're one with all of them. You're a reflection of them. They are a reflection of you. So you feel so joyful. You feel yourself. A family should be like that. The father should trust the mother. Mother should trust the kids. And each one trusting each other, holding the space for each other's success. Others' reality, not their reality. Others' reality. Each one, fighting for becoming others' reality. That is a beautiful family. Enriching each other to become the leaders of tomorrow. They are the real leaders. So that is the space, the context that the family needs to hold. The simple test is a common group. You have some family come and talk about a lot of other things which you are not interested. How will you feel? You feel disconnected. This is not what I am. They are very artificial, hypocrite. I don't feel like that. I don't feel one with them. So what happens? It's a disconnect. Right? The whole thing, I'm not saying go and feel disconnect with a lot of people. No. I am saying how you feel. Understand the context. That's how you should feel with everybody in the world. The more people you feel, the more bigger leader you are. If you feel only with a family, you're a leader in the family. If you feel leader with a group, then you are a leader in the group. If you feel connected to everybody and if you feel that all the context is your context and your context is their context with the whole society, then you are a leader for the society. So you can decide what level leader you can be. So I'm not getting into that level, but I'm saying how you should hold the inner space. You should hold the inner space that you feel one with everything around you and they feeling also one with you. How you hold the context. If you feel I'm a basketball player and they feel you're a great basketball player, they're going to think you're a leader of basketball player. So that is what is important. How you hold yourself inside and outside really brings a leadership quality in you, the confidence in you, because everybody sees you as the leader. And that gives you real confidence or the clarity. You don't have to be a leader also. You can be a clarity. You can say, this is what I want to be very clearly. And this is what I want to take up next steps. When you're so clear, the outside world also takes you. Okay, you're a writer, you're a painter, whatever. You don't have to be a leader. You just have the clarity. You will simply become the leader of that profession. If you take the clarity of painting, everybody will talk about your painting because you're so clear what you're holding the context for. That is the most important part of this first session. The second part I want to talk about is where we miss out. How do we miss out from this? How we are getting into wrong understandings, where we miss out, the failures that society calls, how we miss out in the life. The first part of the failure that I want to talk to you is about the mistakes. The mistakes that we make when we are small, we always get into a lot of incompletion. The father shouts at, the mother shouts at us, and everybody gets us into wrong understanding, and then we become incomplete at the end of it. So it becomes very difficult. So first, what is that with a mistake? When we make a mistake, it is perfectly okay. It is perfectly fine to make mistakes. Nothing wrong to make a mistakes. Be very clear about mistakes also. When we make a mistake, understand the mistake thoroughly. And then see what need to be corrected from the mistake, so that next time that brain has to understand that this mistake should not happen. What are the steps need to be taken? How do I correct these things so that next time the same mistake is not repeated? Mistakes are perfectly okay, but when we are inauthentic and again create the same problems, then we create the inauthentic space. We start creating the walls called failure. The walls that we build between us and reality are the failures. So when we start creating the mistakes, it becomes really difficult for us to understand why this is causing so much of problems. Suppose I pour the milk down and the child is poured the milk down and it starts crying because it's scared mama is going to shout at her. Why the mama is going to shout at her? Because she's not confident that she can correct it. So mother sits and make them understand. Mother sits and make them understand how they can correct the mistake by themselves again and again and again. No, go and talk to the child and tell the child, it's okay ma, you poured it down. Where did you miss? You could not balance it. So take it in a better cup, hold it in a bigger vessel, or take it in a tray instead of just holding it in the hand in a full cup and all that. So once the mother speaks and corrects them, and they'll become more confident. It will not become fear or greed, but it will become nice learning. And the child slowly understands. Child always wants to do the better. They don't have an idea like adults, oh, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay, chalta hai. No, a casual attitude. The kids are very clear. They want to learn and make it better and better. So it's very important to understand from the mistakes. The mistakes have to be guided into completion. The same thing with the next issue with the failure. The next issue with the failure, why we are not able to break through all the failures. Again and again we bump into failures and then we get into incompletions. How do we stop getting into incompletion through even though we make failures? The leaders are nothing but people who stood up beyond the failures. That's all. A failure person is a person who failed, and a person who stood beyond the failure is a leader. So it's very important we teach them this science right from the beginning. So how do we make them go beyond the failure? What is the reason of again and again failure? For example, a child walking, it falls and gets up, falls and gets up. But it never gets incomplete with it. It is okay, perfectly okay with it. Again it falls, again it gets up. Again it falls, again it gets up. It never feels uncomfortable. But when an adult fall, that happens when they are school or college, it becomes very difficult. They are very hurt. Suppose they go in a car and dash the car. And after that, they don't want to take a car at all to try driving. It becomes a big, huge incompletion in them. It's a very solid incompletion because they think life is done. So they have to complete with it, stand up and take the responsibility now to make sure they create a trust that they will not hit the wall. So all these things only by practicing and raising in them the right sense. So whenever they have a failure, the reasons should not be given. Any time reasons are inauthenticity. Whenever we give a reason, our brain stops thinking what is the way out of the failure. It accepts the failure as a failure, and it is okay to have a failure. It is what is the brain understands. So what happens once we are okay with the failure that I can't do, I don't know how to do, what is that? When I start understanding a failure as a failure, I cannot capture the intelligence behind the problem as a solution. Our brain is very capable of finding the solutions. But when we put the filter of I can't do, this is too much, that's it. The reason, the minute we tell the reason, it stops working. It just shuts down and say, this is the reason why I can't do. It just needs a solution. Now solution is a reason. So it got the solution, it stops working. Shut down. That is the brain computer. So never tell any reason in your life. And make sure the children don't give reasons for anything. If they make a mistake, it's okay to make a mistake. If they do it repeatedly, ask them question. Last time I gave you guidance, why did you not follow it? And they give you reason, no, I didn't find a bowl, I didn't get a cup to pour the water, I didn't have a tray, how do I do it? All that they tell you. Tell them very clearly, you don't want to try anything. You just decided that you have given up on yourself. When you give up on yourself, when the small brick of giving up sits in your building of confidence, can it stay there? It doesn't belong there. The size is not fine. So you're going to throw it out. So the bricks are not able to build. The confidence is not happening. As simple as that. So these things are very important. Reasons cannot be given as solution. Ask them to figure out, go back and figure out what could have been done instead. Give me that as solution. I will not accept this. So when they make a mistake, you ask them to go back and think it out and come back with a solution. So that everything that they work on in their life, they'll come back with a solution rather than problems. Same thing with the postponement pattern. There are people who postpone everything in life. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Homework, I'll do it tomorrow. The tomorrow never comes. That's the best wordings. Tomorrow never comes. This is the line, has to be given big and put it in their cupboard. Whenever they open the cupboard, they should see tomorrow never comes. It never happens in their life. They miss the whole point of success. Because they keep postponing, their brain stops working and understanding how they need to understand things. The postponement will never give solution. It's worse than the reason. At least reason, some solution is given. But postponement shuts down. The possibility is shut down here. So the failures, handling failures with respect to breakthrough or postponement, we need to understand very clearly. Mistakes are perfectly okay. But when we give the reason, we stop the breakthroughs. When we postpone, when we start thinking that it will happen, it never happens. Now or never. Tomorrow never happens. Now or never. Start making it happen now. Whatever steps you want to take it now. Make the decisions now. Everything can only happen, beautiful things happen only in the present moment. You can't do it in the past or future. It doesn't happen. It has to happen now. Never postpone. When you start practicing this never postpone, you'll be able to predict things. Yes, this is going to happen. That is going to happen. This is how I'm feeling it will happen. Because you always pre-plan, your brain starts capturing things much beyond. All that which is required for much beyond, the brain starts understanding those signs. So it's very important for you to understand. So you'll never hit the problem because you're always prepared on what is the solution. Like in the forest, the animals know very clearly the little sounds they can hear. They know very clearly how to stop it and how to go and hide. How not to get caught, because they cannot postpone that. It's a survival need. So they have to do it. So they're really very high in listening, and they go and hide and they create their den in a very safe way and all that. They are prepared. So like that we have to understand life. We have to know postponement. This postponement and reasons are the habit of the mind. Mind loves it. It's like a couch for the mind. It can go and relax. I can give any reason and I can do it tomorrow. It's like a couch for the mind. Never create that couch. Never give that habit. Any time the child says a reason or telling tomorrow I will do it, no. Whatever it is, the pattern should not be created. Don't give any reason for the child to postpone things. Do it now. Whatever you want to do it now. Plan it nicely and do it now. Let's sit down and finish it off. Then you can go and play, whatever. Because, for example, they were supposed to do the homework after coming from the school. They don't do it. They want to go and play. Mama, I'll come back and do it. And when they come back, they're so tired. They just lie down and sleep off. And then in the morning, it's too busy. No, we can't get the homework done. Then they go to the class. They are very upset. What they're doing, they know very upset and they're guilty, and the whole time they're holding, I didn't do the homework, through the play, through the night, through the morning, through the class. And what will happen? What wall they have built? A confidence wall? No. They have built continuously the wall of incompletion. So what will happen? It's stronger and thicker. Then we can't break the wall. It's incomplete wall that we have created. So it is not possible for them to go ahead. They are going to mess up the homework. They are going to mess up the whole thing. So postponement is not going to help them. Once they do that, ask them how they felt throughout the day. Till they meet the teacher and the teacher says, everybody who raised their hands, who have not done the homework, they're going to feel very incomplete. They're going to come and say, Mama, today I was so bad. I was the only person standing in the class and I did not do the homework and I'm feeling really horrible. So the whole incompletion starts happening. This is how we start building the incompletion building instead of confidence building. This is how the roots of the incompletion starts. When they are small, all these are learnt very nicely. The simple things. We start teaching the children, they will be in perpetual completion. They'll be so beautiful. Small things only affect these children as root pattern. We see after so many years that we are incomplete with so many things not happening in our life. Because we postponed that homework that day. Today, everybody is postponing my work. That's what happens. Because we hold the space of postponement. I am very clear I am going to postpone. I am going to be projecting that I will not do the work. So the teacher understands that I have not done the work. So if I start building the pattern, the brain, what happens? This is the software I've written. Like you have antivirus software, I'm installing the software called postponement. I'm installing a virus that is called mistakes is fear. So if I start installing all these software into my brain, obviously what comes out of the whole thing, it will be only incompletion. So the whole thing, first we saw how we hold ourselves inside, how we hold outside and how others view. We have to understand this very clearly. The first part, the family, how it holds the children. Next, we have to understand the failures with respect to the two things, breakthroughs and mistakes. Mistakes are okay if we don't repeat it. It is perfectly fine and we can guide them through instead of putting a fear. What maximum they'll do, go and take a bike and crash it. Make them understand how important it is, what will happen, how responsible you need to be, what is the authenticity behind. You can use it, but this is not. Don't get into incompletion. They have broken the bike and your money is lost. You have to repair the bike. Tomorrow I cannot use the bike. It is still very small compared to the inner space that you're going to put fear into the child. No, that is huge problem. The more the fear, the more disease and problems your child is going to have in future, because he is going to build his castle of fear and face the life with fear and cause so much of problem to himself. So sit with him, make him understand the mistake, make him understand how not to repeat the mistake, take responsibility. Next is the breakthrough. Breakthrough with respect to postponement and reason. Both are incompletion. Blocks is what it will build. So very clearly explain to them and make them practice them with completion. Then breakthroughs will just happen out of all failures. If they have the right understanding, Mama, I did this, I don't want to give any reason, I will stand up. Next time, this is how I'm going to plan. This is how I'm going to do. These are the issues and these are the things I want to stand up for. That's all. The kid has become responsible. What else you need? So start building in the small, small things. Whether he is building a castle and he is broken and he said he is going to build it again, whatever may be. Or he's writing a big examination which is very important for the next part of life. Whatever it be, don't rush them into by fear or greed. Talk them through to understanding, right context. Set them again to right context with patience. Hold them. They are leaders. They are your children. They are the leaders. They cannot hurt anybody. They are not bad. They don't know life. They are after all kids. They come here to learn from us. Be patient and teach them so that they become real, amazing person. So next, we're going to go to the core of the topic, confidence. The confidence that we hold for the child that I'm just talking to you now is very important. Being patient, working with them constantly and making them understand that life is supporting you. Every moment is auspicious. They have to understand everything happens for good. There's nothing which happens bad. Cosmos is not a devil or trying to hurt us. How we hold inside is what we are going to attract. If I say I'm going to be late, I am going to be late. There is nothing can be done about it because I hold the space of being late. When we start talking and telling people negative words and negative things we hold inside, we are going to create the reality like that. We have to understand how we hold this. I am going to be making it today. However impossible, I will make it and show. When parents hold these space, the children will simply grasp it. They will be celebrated in the house. They will feel confident. They'll say, I can do anything. This is a possibility that I hold. I am going to be the leader of tomorrow, so I am going to be able to do everything. Whatever it takes, I can do it. And that confidence space only creates a success for you and repeated success for us. If we fall from that, also we can stand up. If we build nice, beautiful foundation, even the building after that, they build out of incompletion and it falls, the foundation is very strong. The parents who have given the foundation for the first 14 to 16 years have made it very strong. So they're going to stand up with that confidence. So it's very important for the family to hold and understand, being patient, talking them through that the kid can do anything. Nobody will tell my child that something is impossible. It needs to be the quote of the family. Nobody can tell my child that something is impossible. anything and everything, it's just the mind. See, we are working with a limited logic. About 10% of the logic is what we are perceiving and processing and talking or the communication that happens. We are a bunch of patterns. So what will come out of us? Only the incompletion. So when we speak to the children, if we hold the same space, then they're going to be a little patterns of us. We are the big patterns and they are the little patterns. So we don't want that. We want them to be breakthroughs and extraordinary inventors and discoverers, the enlightenment genius. That's what we want to create. We are very clear about that. Right now, that's why we are attending the parenting today. So we want to create genius, then we have to hold that space for them. Say, I can in anything and everything, and you hold the space that they can fly, they can read without their eyes, they can disappear in the wall. Anything was a possibility in those Vedic days, they can also do. They can do anything and beyond using all the part of the brain, the non-mechanical part of the brain, which gives them the extraordinary intelligence which is available in our brain, which we are not processing. As a baby, we are capable of doing so many things. But as we grow up, we stop all these extraordinary intelligence which is there in us. And we stop it completely after like 14, 20, 21 years and completely forget about it. And then say, oh, this is a miracle. I don't think this is a possibility. But we did have the signs of possibility then. So if we hold the space for children, that's why how children, it's like saying, my child cannot do this asana. This yoga posture is very difficult for my child. It's not impossible at all. Any child, anything, any way they can bend their body, right? Same way with mind. Give that possibility. My child, even you don't believe, I don't believe in all these things. It's okay, but let the child have the possibility. Don't say, I don't believe for my child. Let him be what he wants. Why are you stopping him? What is the thing that you have to stop him from being who he is? What he wants to hold? What is his purpose of life? You don't decide that. All you need to do is hold him for the highest possibility. My son is going to create something amazing. How the zero was invented, how they found out how the sun is going around the earth, everything is going to be understood. My son is also going to be an enlightened being where he will discover and invent so many things. He'll be a genius. She'll be amazing singer. She'll be something new in the music field she's going to create. Anything you hold it to the highest possibility for your child. You don't have to believe it for yourself, but your child can, unless you hold it. The space is important. How you train the body, same way you have to train the mind. Body and mind is important. Body is like a shell. We need a good shell, but we need the Vedic mind also. So at least you start holding it for the child. The next thing is the child should be able to, given the opportunity, I can do anything. Don't tell him, oh, this is difficult, that is not possible, you will fall sick if you go in the rain. Don't give him wrong ideas, negative ideas. You can't do this, you're not learning nicely, you don't know how to write properly. Now when you say these words, that also becomes reality. So you are creating that reality for your child to hold. I can't do this. My mama told me I can't be a successful person. My mama told me, my daddy told me, I don't know how to write. I don't like this vegetable. My father told me, I don't like these things. I like only orange dress. I like only green dress. All this is your view. And child doesn't need to hold your view. And you don't have to select, my son always like this. He also doesn't have any ideas, opinions or views. Let's not give and take views. Please drop the concept of giving and taking views. Only have the confidence anything he chooses is right. He always makes the right decision. He always gets up whenever he fails. He always chooses the perfect way to live. You have confidence like that in him, that is going to create reality. if you have views, opinion, choices, ideas for child, and child also holds like that, my daddy says, my mama says, you're not going to create a genius. Genius will happen only if you hold the space of Advaita. Advaita is a space which is given when they are born, the enlightenment consciousness which the baby comes along with. You have to hold it to 14 years. Till 14 years, if you're holding that space continuously in completion, in complete space of completion, then the child will be a leader of tomorrow. They'll be amazing with all the possibility. I can do this, there's no problem. This is what they will hold the space. But if you put them into incompletion and then they learn the incompletion more with you, what will they hold? They'll also be inauthentic. My papa used to give reasons whenever he comes and doesn't do anything. When mama asks, he'll say, I don't know, I forgot. He'll never complete. So what does child learn? Child also learns the same thing. Oh, I don't have to complete my homework. When I go to school, I'll also tell teacher, I didn't do it because my parents went out yesterday night and I forgot after that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't finish. I don't have time. So the children also learns all these things. Make sure even if you make mistake, complete with the child and also make the child complete with the teacher or wherever required. So that creates a completion. That creates a confidence in the child, the authenticity, who they are. If you want them to be a leader, they have to be authentic to who they are. Their being came here to live something, express something. Let's hold only that. Who they want to be, an expression of possibility. That's what we want them to hold, not views, opinion, ideas, all the mistakes, giving reason, postponing things. Then we will create another kuti, small version of us. Then be happy with that and saying, see, my son is just like me. That's the worst thing you want to say, because we are all caught up with viruses, the patterns, the habit of the mind, which always runs on reasons, incompletions, wrong understandings, which is the bunch which we are holding to. They have a pure space. They have a beautiful space, a new sheet of paper. You can draw beautifully. You can say anything you want, and it will be written on that. You want to hold that space or a bunch of incompletion with your views, ideas, opinions, and choices, you can decide. So these are the things which I wanted to say. The first thing we started with, facing the life, who we are, how we want to hold, inside, outside. I want to be very clear. I want to be an authentic person. I want to be a very good listener. And then outside also I'll present the same thing. I'll be a good listener. If somebody comes and talks, I'll be a good listener. And then what will life take in from there? Oh, it's so nice talking to him. When I talk to him, I feel so complete. That's what the life will tell you. It'll be so beautiful, you holding such nice space. So you holding a very beautiful space. The child, I'm speaking about the child, holding a very beautiful space inside and outside is very important, with the clarity of who the child wants to be, how the child wants to be following the life, not with chaos and confusion. If we give our chaos and confusion, lost. The second is the failures, the wrong understanding about failures, how they can handle the failure much better. Failures are what? Mistakes. We do some mistakes. It's perfectly okay when we do it first time. But when we start repeating, we make it a pattern. Unnecessarily, we are getting into a space which should be not encouraged. Again and again, something is happening in our life which doesn't expand us. We immediately have to catch it. The child is saying, I'm so bored, I am so good in studies, this teacher is boring. That means the child is holding a space where curiosity is not a possibility anymore. Expansion is not a possibility anymore. So the child is incomplete. You cannot say, oh, we'll change the school or we'll give some other thing, we'll go and ask for a gifted program. No, out of incompletion, if you choose anything, it will be more incompletion for the child. So please understand how you need to hold is only in the complete space. So if mistakes are okay, but all these mistakes can be cut through the right understanding. No, cleared through the right understanding. Once you give the right understanding, how not to make the mistake, and they take the responsibility, they are blossoming, they are expanding in life. Second thing is the failures and giving reasons and giving postponement. No, again and again saying, tomorrow I'll do it, day after I'll do it, this is not what I want to do. When I say that, I am postponing things and I'm not consistent with what I want to do, consistent aligning with the reality. When you align with reality, you will be manifesting the reality. What you want will just simply happen in front of you. You can command over it because you have the now intelligence that things will happen this. It's very simple science. You will know because you always are pre-prepared with what it is going to happen. The intuition starts happening. Your clarity start happening. Okay, if you do like this is what happens. So let's be prepared with this. You will understand everything very beautifully. The other thing is reasons. Reasons are not the right solutions. Ask them to go back, think for a solution where this should be avoided. Not this is okay with it. It is okay pattern. Swami has again and again told it's a very damaging pattern to the brain. You're okay with the wrong things and that is going to lead to more confusion and more issues in life. The third thing, the confidence, the authenticity itself the child has to hold is also in your hands. You giving opinion, views, ideas, choices is not going to help. Same thing, the child holding such ideas, views is only incompletion. It should be out of possibility. Everything is possible. I can do it. If you say something, can you help me with this? And I say, oh, that is too much for me to try. No. Everything is a possibility. You can do it and it will happen. All you need to do, take responsibility for your decisions. If you say, I have decided to do it, take responsibility for that. That's all. Life will simply happen. These Gurukul Balsans, we have a school in Bidadi Ashram, Swamiji's Gurukul. So he guides the children so beautifully. Never accept reason. If they tell reason, they will raise the hand and say, we are Chandalas. So that means a person like beggars. So we need to stand up and for solution. That is Brahmana, a king, not a Chandala where he is always into a begging mentality, a powerless space, a crying attitude, a depressed attitude. So these children always hold that. They're able to think strategy. They're able to plan things. They're able to execute things. Not out of even the big tasks, they just make it look very simple. Because all they do is take responsibility for their decisions. That is the secret of Gurukul. Whenever they take the responsibility for the decision that I can do it, they simply do it. Cosmos comes and says, okay, what do you want to do? I'll get this person for you. I'll get that person for you. Okay, you want this. It rushes to make it happen for you. All you need to do is hold the space of completion, take the decision to be complete and be authentic, and decision that I will be responsible for the whole thing end to end. From the start to the big end, I will be complete with the whole thing. When we are complete about that, simply the confidence will be very, very high. I am so sure who I want to be. No self-doubt, no self-hatred, no self-denial, nothing. The self-worth is so high. I am so clear. This is what I want to be. The child will hold such a beautiful space. That is what we need to develop, build. And this takes a lot of things for the parents to understand. By working with the children, you will understand how to build your confidence also. It's so nice. I understood so many things from these children. How they stand up like Swamiji. Seeing how Swamiji is, they build the confidence. Even if they tumble, they stand up. I can do it. Okay, teacher didn't come. It's okay. I'll take this subject and I will take the class. I will understand whatever I can and present it when they come and let she correct it. They're so confident about anything as a possibility. It's amazing. So these are the three things I want to discuss today. And then what I want to mainly say is once we align with the reality, we are in vacation. We don't have to do hard work. We can do smart work. Because now more than me, the cosmos has to run to make my life a reality. So that is the secret these Gurukul kids are executing. So now I want you to take a pen and paper. I'm going to give you 3 questions which will make you contemplate on where is your life with what I said just now. Whatever points we discussed, the 5 points that we discussed, where is your life with respect to that? How you hold your child with respect to that? Yeah, take a piece of pen and paper. The first question: what are the failures and pain points in your life with respect to your child? The first question: what are the failures and pain points in your life with respect to your child? Like you have issues. For example, you say, my child doesn't do homework and she cries when she comes home. So you are giving reasons. So it's your failure. So understand and write that I am fed up of sitting with her and doing homework every day. So that is your pain point. So write that down and then we'll discuss. So the second question is, how do I want to hold my child space? Now you take the responsible decision how you want to hold the space for your child. How you think. All the incompletion that you have with your child, you have to write and complete. Only then you will be able to say this, answer this question beautifully. How do I want to hold my child's space? So this is the second question. The third question: how do I hold Advaitic space in my child, a perpetual completion? How do I hold the complete space in my child? That is very important. So now I want you to write these questions. Let's take 15 minutes, 20 minutes break. Write these questions and come back. Take time. Please write each and every question clearly and please come back. We will discuss these questions, the answers. Thank you.
Nithyananda Gurukul, under the guidance of the rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda, with a combination of ancient Vedic knowledge of life and the global standards of the most modern student-based education. The BLISS curriculum includes quantum memory, multiple intelligence, mind-body learning, and the whole brain learning. This will lead your children to blossom into high achievers and to be the most successful leaders of tomorrow. Nithyananda Gurukul under the guidance of the rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda, with a combination of ancient Vedic knowledge of life and the global standards of the most modern student-based education. The BLISS curriculum includes quantum memory, multiple intelligence, mind-body learning, and the whole brain learning. This will lead your children to blossom into high achievers and to be the most successful leaders of tomorrow.
Nityananda, nice that you have all now penned down all the 3 questions, the answers for the 3 questions. The first question we asked you to write about what are the failures, pain points with respect to your child. So whatever you have the context that you thought is again and again you're trying and it is not happening and your child is not listening and you carry a lot of incompletion. Carrying a lot of incompletion will put you only in more incompletion. So that carrying is not going to help you in any way. Only you thinking your child is a possibility, you thinking your children are beautiful, they are going to flower into extraordinary leaders is going to help you. So first drop all the incompletion. Go and sit with your child, complete with your child and make them understand that you are going to hold a beautiful space. All the failures and pain points with respect to your child. Same thing the second, how I hold the child's space. Right now, how am I holding? Right now, what are the incompletion which I hold for my child? Not just the failures, what all I hold. I don't think he can study well. He is always getting low marks in maths. I think he is very good in art. Let me put him in art. Let him become a scientist. Because I couldn't be a scientist, let my child become scientist. I want him to be a musician because I tried so much and now I put him in all the classes. He should be a musician. Any of these ideas are there. They are only the space you are holding for your child, what you want out of your incompletion patterns. Forget, drop all that, complete with all that. Hold a beautiful space of possibility. Possibility is where he will flower into, like you are giving a garden and he will choose where he is going to be a beautiful flower there and what kind of a flower there. He is coming here for to live tomorrow, not today. Today we have computers, all these technologies, we can see each other in a very far way, talk to each other through Skypes and video phones and all that, which was not possible when you were young. So if you were a possibility of tomorrow, you are in this new space. Same way, let's give the children a huge possibility of what they want to be tomorrow. Don't try to guide them. They are very intelligent, and the intelligence that they can use to guide themselves will create the authentic space of their finding their purpose, who they want to be. Don't tell them you have to be like this, you like this, no views, no opinions, no ideas. So guide them beautifully who they want to be. Next, the last one, perpetual completion. Madhvit will go with the questions that are asked by the parents, and then we'll go into the completion process also. We will teach you and guide you how you can do perpetual completion with your children, and it's the most biggest gift that we have got from Swamiji. Madhvit will share with you. The first question is about the ad that we saw. The parent want to know about the Engineers program. The program is designed by Swamiji, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, and he has given us a beautiful space where the children can come and experience the highest possibility. The children are already in a complete space. The little incompletions that are sitting inside them and not letting them to who they want to be will be completed and rewired. The brain is rewired for higher consciousness. The perpetual completion space is installed in their head. So wherever they go, it's like you love an ice cream parlor. Anywhere in the world you go, you want to go back to the ice cream parlor and have an ice cream there. That very flavor you love. So what happens, wherever you go, whatever you eat, whenever you think of ice cream, you'll think only about this parlor, which you had an excellent taste, right? Same thing with the mind. Mind is just the same thing in the reality also. Wherever, whatever it searches in life, finally it come back to the home, where it had the authentic experience inside. When you feel the authentic experience inside, you will keep coming back again and again and again, wherever, however far you travel. It's like a fish in the water. The fish can never go far from the water. Whatever it does, however incomplete it is, it goes into its hole and sits or whatever, it is still inside the water. So that is the essence of this program. The Engineers program creates the higher consciousness, the higher possibility, the intelligence. We are only looking our child to be very intelligent, and that is what we are doing here. 21 days, Swamiji raises their intelligence to high consciousness, high possibility which is going to happen tomorrow. We are seeing today, but 20 years from now, how the world is going to be. Both the creative brain and the logical brain are going to be put together to make a new conscious, new planet Earth happening. So that is getting ready here. And these children are going to be raised in their own intelligence and their own capability and possibility. They are going to expand into the n dimension, which is the possibility of our own brain. So that is what is the first time in planet Earth ever given for children. We have so many programs for adults, but the children have the capability of making higher consciousness as possibility. How the children are able to bend their body, they are able to bend their brain also into next level, reaching the higher intelligence. We don't have to fight for the mundane things and just live for the basic needs. We can go beyond the basic needs, the basic intelligence that we are gaining from the society. The society gives us facts, knowledge, but we are talking about intelligence, the spontaneity which is happening in our brain, which is capable of discovering inventions. That is what is genius. That is why it's called Ingenious program. Enlightened genius. The space of Advaita, and from that space the purpose of life flowering will be creating ingenious children. So beautifully Swamiji has given us this possibility, and this can be happening under the guidance of Swamiji. So if you could Bring your child for 21 days to experience this possibility. The children will be awakened to the higher consciousness, the new possibility, the violence, the anger, the frustration, the depression, the incompletion that you go on and on and on with these children, the health problems, the no special needs children, the sick children, the slow learners, everybody has the greatest opportunity because a new dimension is opened and the children are all ready, not like adults have so much of incompletion that they don't even believe that life could give them a possibility. These children are amazing because children's brain are very much capable of grasping higher consciousness, higher intelligence. So when they meet the higher intelligence, they're able to mirror that in their brain. So meeting Swamiji and for 21 days, living in his presence and getting initiated from his own energy, it's going to create a new dimension in these children. The greatest gift. You buy cars for 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. You buy homes for them. You have so many property created for them. You bring them up and put them in the best schools with the best teachers and send them for the best trainings, the tennis coach, the basketball coaching, the extra classes that you send them for. All this, what are we doing for? For them to live in the highest possibility. Here is a place where it just rocket shoots up, not just the simple things. It helps them in all the things they are doing. If they're talented in cricket, they're going to be a great cricketer. They're talented in art, they're going to be the greatest artist. They're going to invent in art. If they're very good in studies, they're going to raise to the possibility of creating the new novel theories in life. So the higher value, the foundation of all this is given, the higher possibility, intelligence, like new hands. I have 2-3 hands more now to do what I want to do. Some manual work. It's so much easier, right? Same way the higher intelligence is given, now I am able to grasp things very fast. These children in Gurukul, they grasp everything very fast. They learn very fast. And they are able to perform much more than normal children. The other children are also learning, but they are much slower. We have to sit with them, make them do so much of homework. But that is not required because these children are in higher intelligence and they are able to grasp very fast and also produce beautiful results. So if we can give this to our children, life without struggle, what more gift can you give to your children? So that is the Ingenious program. I hope that answers your question about the 21-day program. And all the questions you have regarding their food, their stay, how we can entertain them, and if your child says he doesn't want to come for the program, and if he has a struggle coming here for program, please tell him how beautiful and amazing possibilities these children create. They're able to read books beyond their eyes. The eyes are tied and they're able to read beyond the books. How these children are able to create a rose garden without thorns. Now all the thorns fall off because the children don't hold the violence in them. If I hold now so much of anger and incompletion with the system of education, I will be only passing on that to you. When you hear this from me, you will only hold that space. Like Swamiji beautiful says, a painter who paints, you will grasp the space of the painter, not just the painting. What space he held when he was painting. He was painting in devotion. You will just get that when you see the picture every time. When he was in anger and he was painting the picture because he has to finish and get some money, you will only get that space whenever you see the painting. Like that, these children are amazing possibility. So when we give the space, right space for them to hold, it will be a beautiful gift for these children. So tell these miracles which are happening in these places, which they can come and learn these miracles. And amazing possibility could happen in your life. So any child would love to experience these things and they will like to be with Swamiji. Once they meet Swamiji, they love him. They just want to be with him again and again. So going to the next question. Going to the next question, we will discuss the few questions sent by the parents. So we'll go to the next question after engineers. How does my child develop the self-esteem? How does he improve the self-esteem when the school is not giving the right opportunity in all the other areas? Understand very clearly, school is not just building skills. School is not a place for building just the skills. School is for the place where the right understanding, the context is set for the life. So if they are struggling with the school, that we need to correct. It's not the skills they build and the self-esteem goes up. It is not if they have a beautiful auditorium, your son is going to be a great orator. It is not like that. How they hold the space for your child to become a possibility, your child is going to be a leader. It's very important you understand this, and this is the intelligence of the parents to choose a school. So when you want to build a self-esteem, see what is the teacher holds for your child as a self-worth. How the self-image is when she goes to the school, when she meets the teacher. Ask her about the teachers. What do you think about these teachers? Oh, Mama, this teacher comes and says, I am the boss of the primary and I am taking care of everything. Then your child will hold only the incompletion space, saying, whenever you can't do something, you have to show that you're a boss and make things happen. So the context is wrong. So the self-esteem will always be in self-denial and self-hatred. Make them understand that a teacher stands there in the space of completion and gives the opportunity for child to learn something beyond. Then you see the self-esteem of your child will be the highest possibility. They'll be extraordinary in their space. The children will be so beautifully flowering. If the teacher gives the confidence that I can learn anything, life is beautiful, life is curiosity, life is passion, life is intensity, life is completion, then that school is going to make your child a great self-esteem. That is going to give the child great self-esteem. Self-esteem is nothing but the self-worth you feel about yourself. So children should feel great about themselves in everything they do, not just in one area. They love the basketball court, you choose the school for that. It's not going to help the child. So make very clear decision how you choose the school for them, where possibilities are open and they enjoy the space with every teacher in that school. The next question we have is, my son is very shy and he never speaks to anybody. So the shyness happens because of inauthenticity, lifestyle they hold. They are not so sure about themselves. They are always afraid to stand up who they are. They are not wanting to project or make a mistake. They think making a mistake is incompletion. They have no idea how these incompletion is only leading them to more and more withdrawn from the society. And shyness, in sometimes they make it a cute. Oh, she's always behind the mommy. No, it is not cute at all. Shyness is same thing as an arrogant child who is very violent. No, it's the same thing. Don't encourage shyness at all. What she wants to tell, ask her to stand up and tell who she is and what she wants to express. Not out of shyness. If she is a listener, good listener, perfectly fine she being a silent person. But if she is shy and she cannot speak up, she's scared of something and going and talking to a teacher, she will not ask what she wants, she will not stand up to what she wants, then life is miserable for her. She is in suffering. So do not encourage that and ask her to sit and do completion, which I will tell you soon. Completion is very important for shy kids to stand up to who they are. A child should be bubbling and say, yes, me first. That is a child. and not getting behind and saying, I don't know, I don't want to do, I might make a mistake. That is not a child who is going to become a leader. So immediately they have to stand up and say, yes, I can. Whether they can or they couldn't, that's a different issue. But the confidence will happen when they drop this shyness. The next question, how can my daughter get out of examination fear? The biggest thing the parents feel about the children is the examination fear. Big attitude they have. They get sick, they get no disease, they get anything and everything not to go for examination. That is only because of their confidence in themselves. Again, when we are authentic to studying, we will be authentic to exam also. When we are incomplete with studying and be postponing and cheating over our own subjects, obviously we are going to be scared of the exam. And not only that, the parents can hold the space. Nowadays, it's unreasonable schools which demand too many exams and too much of portions which is not being taught. So much of problems are there with respect to the examination system. If we can choose a school where examination is not a threat, that will be the greatest blessing for the child. And also explain to the child whatever they are doing, let them do the best they can. This is the reality which is happening. You do the maximum possibility, rest will be assured. Even if you're not going to score good, life is going to turn out to be the best opportunity for you. Let's not say this is not right, that is not right. Let's stand up with what we can do. After whatever we can do, at least we will not feel incomplete. Even if we score less, I did whatever possible. I did to my peak authenticity. Then simply things will unfold even without a great marks that you will get. But authentic space is more important, not powerlessness and going into examination fear. Explain to her again and again, explain to the child how you can make them understand when life presents to you with a big task, you should not get incomplete. Put yourself and do the max and see what happens at the end. It will surely be a success because you have stretched as much as you can. The next question, my kid don't have any passion except watching TV and computer. What do I do? This is a common question with all the parents, that the children sit in the computer and TV too much. Please do not have the cable connection. The TV and the computer, if you offer, they are going to get addicted to the whole thing. The TV and the computer is decided by the parents. Yes, if you stop it, they're going to go to the neighbor and watch it. That is for sure. But give them the right understanding how much it affects their intelligence, how much they are going into so much of incompletion and other the violence that is put in through the TV and all these computer games. Make them understand, give them alternate skills that they can develop, get them to do more passionate work. These things will get them off the computer. The computer and the TV should never be given to these children for playing, for viewing something which they are not supposed to. All this can be decided by you with the right understanding to them. Otherwise, they're going to go to some place, they're going to download in the phone, they're going to start playing in the phone. Everything they will start doing just to make it happen. So you have to give them right understanding where they know why they should not do it. Only then it's going to stop. And give them possibility of the same completion space in some other thing. Give them lots of skills where they are passionate about. You take the responsibility in being in their life. Otherwise, this cannot be dropped. The last one, let's go to the completion that we are going to discuss now. So we saw the first part of the whole webinar. We saw about the facing ourselves, our views, our others' views, our inner view, our outer view. Then we saw about the failures, the misunderstanding that we have about the failures, about the mistakes, and how we can have the breakthroughs when we don't give reasons and we don't postpone things. Then we saw about the confidence, how we can build the confidence in children holding the authentic space, how we can create an authentic personality in your children. Then we spoke about the questions and answers. And now we are going to understand the most important of the whole thing is the perpetual completion. What is the perpetual completion? Before we go to the perpetual completion, I want to explain about the video. One small clipping of this video. Let's see this video and then I will explain. Okay, now we saw the video. It's a beautiful video, amazing. How this lioness goes behind this cute little bear. And still it stands up. Till it saw its mommy, it was trying to run, and did not give up. Again and again, trying different things, whether it is tree or running or water, whatever it want to do, it is using so beautifully its intelligence to escape. The minute it saw the mom, it was so confident that it can roar in front of a lioness. So it stands up and the roars, the back, actually the growling of this bear is actually done at the back by the mom. But it stands so tall with the confidence, the space. I want to show you. That is the space you have to give it to your child. Whatever reality comes in before the child should stand up and face it, not run to the mom and hide behind the mom. The bear is not doing that. It's so beautifully, the cuddle bear is standing up and shouting at the lioness. As though the bear shouts, the lioness is going to go. The minute the lioness saw the mom, the huge mom at the back, it said, no, it just left the whole space. But the confidence in the bear made the lioness move away. The confidence of, I can make this escape. I am ready to live. Whatever it takes, I'm going to give it a fight. And I'm going to make it happen. The confidence, the space is what I wanted to show. In every moment of your child's life, this space should be there. That you can hold. Nobody can hold. The parents are there to hold the space for the child. That is very important. Whatever happens, don't blame the school. Don't blame the coach. Don't blame other people. Let her stand up. Let life present. It's okay. You can only teach when you are there. And don't go blame. If you blame, the child will learn to blame and give reasons. Let the child stand up if there's a failure, and you support them by giving the space, holding the confidence for your child. Let her come out and swim and come back. Let's see what she does. So whenever life gives an opportunity, take that opportunity to teach her the space of confidence you guys hold for your child. It's very important. From this video, we can see it so beautifully. The last but not the least, we spoke about the Engineers program. I want to reiterate, this is a wonderful program designed by Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Again, this is the one of the kind which is available in planet Earth, and just for 21 days of your life, of the child's life, it's going to transform forever and ever. The greatest gift that you can give for your child is this program. And any details you want about the program or any questions you have about all these things, I'll give you at the end of the program the contact detail. You can always send your mail and we'll help you with through the whole process. It's amazing that today you're all here for such a wonderful webinar that Swamiji has given us, guided us in Gurukul for the Gurukul children, which I'm sharing with you all. The last and the most important Swamiji has greatest gift he has shared is this perpetual completion. How these Gurukul kids are so beautifully and so live, like a child, the newborn child, the bright eyes and the bright life. Always the minute they get up, they start moving their hands and legs. No saying 10 minutes, I'm going to sleep again. They are going to stand up and they're going to be the amazing possibility of tomorrow. The same completion space, the same intelligence that you can hold for your child is through this perpetual completion. How we need to do is, Swamiji has given as a 4 steps. You're going to complete using this 4 step, the physical, the mental, the psychological and emotional part of you. All this incompletion you have to shred. Completely, it has to be removed from your system, the child's system. And you have to sit with the child every day and start talking about different things they are holding, the unsaid words which is sitting about them, inside them. There's so many pain points which you hold about yourself inside. I couldn't do this. I'm not good at this. I don't think I can achieve this. This is not what I want to do. All these unsaid words keep on adding. First, finally, you're impossible. Nobody can work with you, nor you can work with yourself. That is what final definition comes. So it becomes an impossible space. Instead, when you start doing this perpetual completion right from start, when it happened, today was the my root pattern is happening. My whole pattern starts happening. I started getting scared when I see the teacher. Immediately I go to my mom and say, oh, this is what is happening. And complete with it. How beautiful. The whole incompletion will be dropped right then. And for my life, I don't have to live with this incompletion. I don't have to build all the self-doubt. I don't want to build self-doubt castle. I want to build a confidence car. I am very confident about my life. That is the castle I want to live. Each brick should say how confident I am, how many things I have learned in life. That is the castle I want to live. That's what you have to give to every child. So the perpetual completion with respect to physical, mental, psychological and emotional. 4 areas of their life. You have to sit and ask them how they got incomplete and how we need to walk them through. First, ask them to pen down, or you very small children, even less than 7 years, 4 to 7 years is where your pattern starts happening. You start looking at life and say, oh my God, so this is how mama shouts. So I also have to shout, become powerful. They start learning all these wrong things. The viruses starts getting their brain corrupted. So you have to make them understand how they need to drop all these things right from 4 to 7. Sit with them, talk to them. There will be so many insights they give you towards these incompletions. And then complete with them. No, mama was not shouting. Mama was incomplete about mama's space. So mama was powerless, and out of that these words came. Mama will complete with you. Mama will restore. That she will complete every time. So when you say these words, they will build trust with you. Oh, this is how we have to be. And they will start trusting how they need to restore in their life also. So the first is you can draw or pen down with them if they are not able to write, if they are less than 7 years. Above 7 years, 8 to 14 or 8 to 18, you make sure they write every day, pen down every day, all their incompletion. Mom, morning daddy said this, my friend did not give me a seat, she pulled my hair, they took off my band, some things, small things. But all this add up into a big incompletion box. So all this, ask them to pen down what happened in the day, and then ask them to relive, seeing that if they pull my bag, what is there? I am going to be sitting there and they are pulling my bag. So the incompletion did not happen. Ask them to relive the whole thing just as it is in their space. Now they are looking, putting a replay of their video. So morning what happened? This is what I did. Father shouted at me. Why is he shouting? Because I didn't do, he shouted. As simple as that. So when you start seeing yourself as a movie, like you're the director and the movie is happening, you're feeling so complete about yourself. All this happen every day. You're not incomplete with it. Oh my God, the minute the instant comes and you feel powerless, the child feels like crying, the child feels, the sad face starts coming, the frown starts coming, then catch that point and ask, I got really scared when my teacher really took the stick today to hit me. That is something you need to start talking to the child. Why you feel like that? I thought the teacher will hit me today. And I'm so scared of the teacher. I don't want to go to her class. So let's go to her, sit with her and tell her you got scared. What will happen? oh, she'll get mad with me and she will shout at me. No, we have not even tried. I am going to be there with you. If she shouts, I am there to tell her not to shout. So what if she says few words and I'm going to tell her, don't say those words. The kid will start trusting that there is a possible way out of that. The child don't have to carry, the minute she remembers the teacher, the child need not carry that incompletion. So when she completes with the teacher and the teacher is complete with her, she has a beautiful relation with the teacher. She's going to love the subject. She's going to score very beautiful in the subject. So it's very important with anything they are going through. Stand and create the trust, you holding a space of confidence for them. So each and every point go through with them. And once they relive it, ask them to talk in a mirror, looking at them as though they are the ones who's created all these problems for themselves. When you look into your mirror and you speak, you will understand a greatest possibility of all these incompletion to be thrown, it to be destroyed, because all this is just a perception of your life. You are taking an idea and thinking that is true in life, and you're suffering with that. All you need to do is drop it. For children, it's such a simple thing. The minute they decide, they drop it and go forward. So once they finish with the mirror, then let them sit and talk to you about each and every point, how they are perceiving it and how complete they are right now about it. Once they speak to you again and again doing this 4 levels of completion, they are going to feel so beautiful inside them. And that is a space again and again will restore their authentic listening, authentic space, who they want to be. Then they will align to the purpose of life. Then they will align to reality, where they will manifest their reality. Their reality will be just what they want in life to be. The life is just unfolding in front of them. That is where we feel complete, joyful, how a child is. Life is just unfolding in front of them. They're so happy. The smile is so beautiful, so graceful, so cute, because they are in a space of complete completion. Same space will be given to the child, your child, even if they're 14 years. The children are still children 14 or 16 years. They have not seen the world. Only thing they have holding these words, these unsaid words, these emotions, these physical pains, and the whole thing they are holding because they don't know what to do with it. So now you sit and help them to remove all these thorns from their inner image. They will be holding an authentic, beautiful space. They will not frown at you. They will not be lazy. They will not be crying, cranky, emotional, nothing. They'll be so beautiful. Mama, what next? They'll be so compassionate. They'll be such inspired people. They will be like Gurukul Balsans. They are ready to do anything, anytime, and anything. So beautifully, it's so nice to work with these children. Same, you will be creating another Gurukul children in your home. And that is the best gift you can give for your child, giving the confidence for your child. That is where the confidence happens, because I'm so sure. I know it. I have lived it and I've gone through it, and I know end to end what is that. That is where the confidence is, and you will be able to hold that space for your child when you do this perpetual completion. It's a wonderful day and so nice you've been listening through the webinar. Please share with everybody, your friends and families. Soon it will be uploaded in the YouTube. You can start watching with your family, whoever you want. You can call them for the webinar. The next webinar, we will announce the date, the parenting webinar. Again, we'll share with you how Swamiji holds the space for these Balsans. It's the same thing we are sharing today. These Gurukul children, the schools right in Bidadi, the Gurukul, and in that there are about 110 children, and so beautifully they are holding a highest possibility that can happen on planet Earth. Same way your child can also experience the same thing if you hold the right confidence for them, right understanding for them with the perpetual completion. It's so nice that you are all here. Thank you very much for being here. Any questions, anything you want clarity on this 21-day program or anything that you want, please contact us at neducation, ENN education at nithyananda.org. Please contact us at neducation at nithyananda.org. Or you can go to the YouTube, in YouTube, user/neducation. You will see all the videos with respect to the parenting and other Gurukul videos that you want to see. So please mail us for any details that you request. Thank you once again for being here and part of us today. Thank you, Nithyanandam. We'll end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Sadguru Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.